So the Mad Bomber is a lost and forgotten angry loner who's mad as hell movie from 1973. Bit of a favourite subgenre of mine, especially the older I get. And Chuck Connors from The Tourist Trap and Soylent Green stars as the titular explosive character, the Mad Bomber of the title. And the premise of this one is that angry old man William Dawn decides that he's going to get back at whoever wronged him and get back at society in general. So he's established early on as a bit of a nosy Parker, a bit of a Karen, a bit of a self-appointed arbiter of everything right and wrong in society. And I couldn't help but think this was in the early 70s when things were relatively more normal at least. So who knows what William Dawn might have made of things like onesies and people watching TikTok videos in restaurants. Things that make all of us crack it. So he blames society for everything from the breakdown of his marriage to his daughter's death from an overdose. But to be fair, I reckon if you're one of the ladies in William Dawn's life, you'd probably do drugs or leave his miserable ass as well. Not the most likeable of angry loners. So basically now he's on a mad bombing spree, seemingly eager to blow the piss out of every public place that reminds him of his wife or daughter. And that's pretty much the crux of the Mad Bomber. So like all these angry loner movies, like Joe, Taxi Driver, or Falling Down, the payoff in this one's mainly delivered by way of all the monologues and all the grievances of the angry, bitter and twisted lead villain, which are usually more interesting than the violence, the same as those other movies. But Chuck Connors' grievances are a bit different. They seem a hell of a lot more petty than those of Joe Curran, Travis Bickle, or even Defense, if that's even possible. I mean, he's not irritated by hippies, pimps, or even fast food slop houses serving lunch instead of breakfast. Poor manners, littering, and shit service seems to be his jam when it comes to uncontrollable rage and bombing the shit out of people. So this one's directed by Bird-Eye Gordon, who made The Amazing Colossal Man and Food of the Gods. You know, all those movies about big things. Not the big banana, or the big prawn, or the big merino, of course. Big monsters is what I'm talking about. Whether it's giants or giant ants. That was Burt Gordon's jam. And Chuck Connors is pretty larger than life in this one himself. Every bit as memorable as Travis Bickle, I guess you'd say, or Joe Curran, or Defense, Michael Douglas's greatest role. And Chuck is really what makes this movie, in my opinion. His unique look, I believe, did come from a mishap with fire during the war, much like Jack Palance. I'm pretty sure that both of them suffered burns serving in World War II. That was back when actors weren't pussies. They were tough guys like Jack Palance or Chuck Connors. So the Mad Bomber has a bit of a TV movie feel, but I think it was released theatrically, from what I understand. Chuck Connors is one reason to watch. But also Neville Brand from Tora 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 and Eaten Alive is also great, playing a bit of a prick. Like Chuck Connors, Neville Brand also served in World War II in real life, so another actor that wasn't a pussy. But I digress. That is the Mad Bomber from 1973. I reckon this one would make a pretty good double bill with 1970s Joe, starring Peter Boyle, or with Falling Down. Any of those sort of angry loner movies, Rolling Thunder as well. Basically any movies with angry middle-aged men who are mad as hell and not going to take it anymore. Network maybe, it'd make another good double bill with this one. But that's about all I have time for on The Mad Bomber, starring Chuck Connors. Largely forgotten movie, one that I really recommend checking out. Not the easiest to find, but it is what it is. So thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, this upload, or you're enjoying the content of the channel, by all means, like, share and subscribe. And if you have any thoughts on the Mad Bomber, you're more than welcome to leave comments below, or thoughts about Chuck Connors, or thoughts about actors from the days before they turn into pussies. But otherwise, I'm off to enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And hopefully check out The Mad Bomber this evening, or whenever you're watching, if you can find it. And until next time, take it easy.